Let's welcome the YouTube audience back who will watch this on a video on demand replay for CLG FC episode 245. The Benny Hope. It's Adam. Let's go. I'm doing all right, man. I was losing my mind at FM last night, like really losing my mind at it. But guys, if you're not already following It's Adam, definitely give him a follow. He is a absolutely world-class Football Manager streamer. Check him out. I mean, just one of the best people that stream Football Manager on the internet. Look at that goal. So, welcome in, man. I hope you're well. How are you doing, man? So, I know you've been through a lot the last 48 hours, man, but how are you doing, man? Right. We got one game left to the season, and then we got the off season, then we got the World Cup watch along. I know you guys might not like that, but I do, and we're going to keep going with it, so that's what I say. Anyway. Oh, you guys aren't supposed to be hearing that. There we go. I feel your pain, mate. Recovering, brother, so taking it slow, but not too bad. 6 days in the hospital was enough. Dude, 1 day at a doctor's office is enough for me, let alone the fucking hospital. But then again, that's because of the cost for me. And I can't imagine, and the bullshit. But I can't imagine it for you over there. And six days, no less. But I'm glad you're out, man. I'm glad you're out. And you're at home and you're recovering and you can kind of relax. That's at least good news, right? So, but yeah, man. Glad to hear that you're recovering. Really. I'm doing well. I did some yard work today. It's my least favorite thing in the entire fucking world to do. But that my parents needed it done, so I did it. And then we all went out to eat. It made me late as fuck for stream, but it's fine. You know, I'm not. You gotta. The older I've gotten, right, to appreciate that, mate. To think I was streaming on one lug only 2 hours prior to it all. That is, yeah, Jesus. I didn't know that's what it was, but yeah, that's crazy. Right, we got a weekly staff meeting. That's fine. That's fine. This is fine. Ansel Barnett has a lot of potential. Oh my god, he looks. I mean, his determination's really good. His bravery's really good. His aggression, his work rate is tight. I mean, he's 16. Sure. And the rest we're going to skip over. So, but that is genuinely crazy. I am going to offer this kid a contract. 10 months. He's okay with that. Cool. I was losing my mind at FM last night. Because the way that we lost was just like the way we were losing games or dropping points was just like horseshit. It was just every game was horseshit. It was like awful. I lost on an 88th minute goal after leading 1-0 to lose 2-1. Then we were 2-0 up away from home and drew 2-2 because we went down to 9 men. And then I had another one where both wingers committed the exact same foul in the penalty box, and we lost 2-1 because we gave up the exact same penalty twice. And I was just like, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, yeah, last night was. I mean, the save still was a lot of fun. Don't get me wrong, but I was like ready to pull my hair out. I was ready to put my head through a wall yesterday because that was just. I just felt like every single game was filled with some amount of horse shit. So, you know, I mean, I've heard of getting FM'd before, but I've never been FM'd like 3 games in a row like that. It was just like, oh my god. I mean, we lost one game that we were just not good enough to win. Like, we got smoked. And I'm like, right, we were expected to catch all the smoke. And we did. So, like, I don't have an issue with that. That made sense to me. But, man, when the others, I was just like, what the fuck is going? Like, I just couldn't. I was getting so mad at the game. Right, Lancaster's here. We got 3 days to go. We're going to do Leagues in Focus afterwards, probably, just to wrap up all the competitions. We'll do that at the end of June, probably, so you'll see that in the off-season episode if we get there tonight. We are going to start the off-season. We did not look at who's in the World Cup, actually. Loan offers made for Nana Muhammad. Absolutely. I actually had him on loan and then recalled him because he wasn't being used properly. So, uh, but it is what it is. Colorado lead New England. Sorry, Thomas. That sucks. Although they are leading MLS, or they were when we checked in this save. Right, we're 8-15 favorites. Lancaster 5-1. The draw is 3-1. We need to check very quickly the FIFA World Cup. Portugal are the defending champs. Ecuador, Japan, Sweden, and Tunisia is Group A. It is being held in Japan. Group B, Cape Verde, who's made the Cape Verde's made the World Cup. France, Scotland, and last World Cup's surprise round of 16 team, the United Arab Emirates. Group C, Mexico, Norway, South Africa, and the Euro winners, the 2032 European champions, Switzerland. Group D is Algeria, Jamaica, who's made a World Cup, Portugal, and Serbia. The defending champs are in that group. That's Portugal. Group E, Colombia, Iraq, Morocco, and Spain. That should be an interesting group. Colombia should be able to get out of that group, actually. That's pretty good for them, I think. Morocco is going to be tricky. Iraq can be a little bit tricky, but certainly you think Colombia and Spain are the two favorites in that group. Group F is Australia, Belgium, New Zealand, and Nigeria. And if it's any group that Australia is going to be put into with a chance to come out of, it's going to be this group, quite frankly. And that is anybody's group, Group F. Group G, Chile, Denmark, Germany, Honduras. Sayonara, Honduras. Absolutely terrible draw for the Hondurans. Group H, Canada, Egypt, Italy, Syria. Might be doable for Canada. They might be able to get out of that group. Group I is Cameroon, Iran, the Netherlands, and last World Cup's surprise third-place team, Paraguay. Netherlands are the runners-up from the previous World Cup. Group J, England, Peru, Qatar, and the United States. Oh boy, we get England and USA in the groups again, by the way. Group K is Brazil, Ghana, Iceland, and Saudi Arabia. Group L will be Argentina, Costa Rica, Israel, who's made a World Cup. Remember, they were the surprise, I believe, quarterfinalists, as Yeboah just scored for Minnesota. So it's 1-1. He's a good player, Yeboah. And Korea. So there you have it. Matches begin when June 15th. So we're going to click opening day. I think we're going to watch the hosts take on Ecuador. Day 2, we're going to watch definitely Colombia versus Iraq, let's go with. Although Jamaica-Serbia seems interesting. Day 3, we're going to watch... let's do Canada and Egypt. Easy group for England. I don't know about that, mate. Peru and Qatar. Yeah, they should get out of that group, actually. We will watch Korea and Israel, actually, is probably going to be one of the more... Iceland, Ghana, actually, is probably going to be pretty good. But I think the two best matches on this day, in terms of closeness, is going to be Ghana and Iceland, and Israel and Korea. Day 4, or I should say the second round of the group stages, Cape Verde and Scotland. Let's go. Uh, Day 5. Hmm, Belgium and Australia. We'll do that one. Let's see here. This might be day 6 or whatever it is. I don't know. Day something, right? Day something. Got to watch the England. Oh, 100% we're watching the English USA game. I think for this one we might do Paraguay and Cameroon. That should be. Ooh, Germany Denmark might be really good actually too. Germany Denmark. Let's do that one. Is it? I mean, without a shadow of a doubt, it's U.S. and England, right? It's gotta be. Let's see. For this one, let's do South Africa and Mexico. We got to do a Jamaica game. New Zealand, Australia, though. What a fixture! What a fixture that's gonna be. Those. Are they considered rivals? They've got to be, right? Rival nations. New Zealand. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Do we do Jamaica, Algeria? I mean, I kind of want to see Jamaica at the World Cup, right? So that's kind of why I picked that one. But New Zealand, Australia's just got all the spice, doesn't it? So I think I'm going to stick with Jamaica, Algeria, though. The next day we'll do Syria, Egypt. Is going to be interesting to say the least. Let's do Netherlands, Paraguay because that's a I think it might be a semifinal rematch from the previous World Cup. And then on the final day, we will do Costa Rica and Korea. We'll do that one. I think the two most interesting ones in the final day. USA Qatar is actually going to be interesting, but I think it's really the Group L games that are going to be probably. I mean, I don't even think Argentina, Israel, but Israel probably will have a lot to play for. Then Argentina's probably going to be qualified. So. Um, but yeah, that's what we'll do. Those are the games we'll pick to watch this World Cup. So now they should be on the schedule. If I skip ahead to June, they should be in purple somewhere on the schedule. Yep, there they are. So, right. That's going to be what we're watching at the World Cup. And then we'll do round of 32, round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinal, final, which means that the next stream of CLG FC that you see is going to be the World Cup stream. We might get there tonight. We might start the World Cup tonight. But even if we don't, the next stream will be the World Cup, and we might start knocking those games out in the midweek. We might switch on and off. I might do one night of the longest save, one night of CLG, one night the longest save, one night of CLG. I think that's what we'll do. Right, Barrett signs a pre-contract. We're looking good to go. Oh, I missed the Silsden Reserves Clitheroe score. Go back to that real quick. And then we'll get into the Lancaster City game. Where was that? Matches. Right. Silsden Reserves hosting Clitheroe. Cooney in the 5th minute for Clitheroe. And then Murphy in the 15th. Made it 2-0 for them. Brooks, 38th minute penalty for Silsden Reserves. Pulled one back. And then Dickens scored a minute later. To make it 2-2. They will draw. It means Silsden Reserves will finish on 26 points. Clitheroe will finish on 39. So there you have it. 31 points is enough to keep teams in the league this season. Just 31 points. It is match day. It is Lancaster City. By the way, us on the East Coast actually pronounce that correctly. We say Lancaster, like it's Lancaster, PA, and obviously the English county is Lancashire. In California, they say Lancaster, and I'm like, it's not Lancaster, it's Lancaster, because it comes from the English county. Right. CLG FC enjoyed big win. Under 18s enjoyed big win over Stalybridge under 18s. Right. Who played in that game? Blockbuster did. He had one key pass. And Ducky did. Seriful did. And that looks to be all the custom players that did. So there you guys go down there. Bowen in the 18th, Mustafa Garba in the 50th, again in the 54th, Samuel Swan in the 81st, 4-0 over Stalybridge under 18s. The under 18s win the league by 14 points. Actually, they still have 2 to play. I mean, they've won the league, but they still have 2 to play. So, um, right. We are Cookies is hurt. He's out, so that means that Sam Wellman's going to be made probably permanent. And that means that we've got to play. Actually, in all honesty, I'm going to swap out Wellman for Ben Brindley because Ben Brindley has decided he is going to retire, and it is his final appearance for CLG FC, his final professional game of football. You got to start him, don't you? You've got to start him. I have been so there was a moment in time, a little bit of lore, if you guys will. There's an esports player that I've followed and helped support for years over in Sweden, right? Her name's Countess, and I actually got to know of her from Gamer Girl Pro Festival, which was this women's esports event, right? I watched that event for the CS because Team Dignitas back in the day, which had Emily and Milky on it, and I think they had Kath at the time. This was around 2017, maybe 2018, maybe. But they had an event in Dubai, and there was a team called Out of Bounds that Countess was on, and she was League of Legends, and they wound up winning the event Out of Bounds, and she was just an insanely sick player back then, right? And she still is today, but she signed for G2, but she used to stream, and I kind of been following her ever since that event in Dubai in 20 whatever it was, 17 I think it was. Anyway, you fast forward a few years, and it's the COVID years, right? And I'm working the warehouse job, and I mean it's like 12-hour days, man. It's long days. It's 12-hour days, 6 days a week, and then 8 hours on Sunday. It was just really long hours, right? Well, to alleviate some of that, work would buy us lunch. Well, we got a new head of the department in because I was working in the e-commerce department at the time, and we got he was kind of really lazy, and 9 times out of 10 the lunch would be pizza. So I would post a picture of it in her Discord, in the pictures channel. I would just post the pizza. But it started to turn out like every day I was posting a slice of pizza. And she's like, "What the fuck, man? Is the only thing you eat pizza?" And I'm like, "Listen, I'm working long hours. Like companies paying for lunch and they're buying pizza because it's cheap for them because they get a discount at the local pizza place. So I'm having pizza every day. You know what I mean?" And um, she eventually gave me the Discord tag in her Discord, Pizza Boy, which is just fucking hilarious. But what happens now is that every time somebody posts a picture of a pizza or they have a pizza and they go in the Discord to post a picture of it, they tag me and they say, "What are your thoughts?" As if some sort of pizza connoisseur. So I've been pinged 3 times tonight alone from that Discord with 3 different pictures of pizza, and somebody asked me what they thought of it, and it had mushrooms on it. So I said, "Absolutely not. That's a disgrace. Red card," right? And somebody came along and said, "What belongs on a pizza more though, mushrooms or pineapple?" And I said, pineapple, because Hawaiian pizza is fucking sick. I don't know, it's awesome. I don't know, people might say, how can you say that? Pineapple by itself, no thank you. But pineapple and ham on a pizza, absolutely, I would take that all day. And now there's this big shitstorm where I'm being tagged another time or two already because they're arguing over it. And I'm just like, my work. I'm just gonna sit back and stream. My work's here's done. But man, it's like it's been like this since she gave me the Pizza Boy tag, and I think she gave me the Pizza Boy tag in like 2011. So it's been 4 years of just random tags in her Discord. What do you think of my pizza? And I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, oh god. Of all the things that I'm gonna be known for by a bunch of people, it's as a pizza judge apparently. Right, we're gonna mark Elliot Gallagher tightly at all times. They have made no changes to their starting lineup. We've made I think one due to injury. So, but yeah, we're ready to get into it. I've got the walkout song loaded. I need to just tab that on. We are 4-1-0 in our last five. They are 2-2-1 in their last five. They actually started to find form, but they had such a terrible start to the season that they were too far gone. So we're going to let's keep that going. Absolutely. Here we go. Go. We're in our 4-1-1-3-1. They are in a 4-2-3-1. Will Davis, 8 matches, 2 reds, 24 yellows. Let's get into it. We're in the black with the blue. And we are underway. That could be a yellow immediately. And that is a yellow. So that was a nasty little tackle. Here's a free kick. Spaps can't get to it. And McGukin does. He's being pressed. Lavery, oh boy, it's fallen to Ben Brindley. Can he score? Ben Brindley has scored on his final game as a professional. Ben Brindley from outside the box too. Phenomenal finish. Excellent. Excellent start. Ben Brindley. I'm sad he's leaving, man, but I get it. I think he's like 34, Ben, or is he 32? He's 35 now. So, I mean, his birthday's in March, so he's just turned 35. And he's whipped in something like that. Good old Ben Brindley. Here's Snicky now. Snicky going for a goal. Good tackle. Ben Brindley! Oh! Parks. Spaps can't win it back post. It'll be out for a corner. Markinich just scored for Minnesota as well, by the way. So. They haven't even put up how much stoppage time we're having. And, oh, they've just put it up and we're a minute and a half in. 6 minutes of added time. Sheamus on side. And that's a foul. Whipped in and a corner. Man, this is some really laziness from the Red Bulls, by the way. They've looked very slow. Very unwilling to move the ball. Very much getting in each other's way. McGukin, Ferguson. Looking for Long. Frack cuts that out. Nicely done. Frack going to take the avenue down the touchline. Gives the ball inside for Spaps. Spaps goes for the cross. Sheamus is going to have to cut this back somehow. Maybury blocks the first attempt. The second one falls back to Park. Spaps to the far post. The header is ushered out by Lavery. And it will be a corner. Here's Frack. Brindley. Oh. Akonikun knocking it down. Akonikun looking for maybe a crossback. That's cut out by Roberts. We're going to have to track back. All the way back. Gallagher. O'Malley. McGukin. Gallagher. End of the highlight. Here's Lavery. Ferguson. Goes over the top. And we've won the ball. Akonikun tries to feed Spapson. Oh, he's won the battle. Oh, he's just snuck it in. He took a shot. It deflected off Yates, and it's just snuck into the far post. I mean, it was just a tussle the whole way between Spaps and Yates. Yates sticks a boot out. It takes a deflection. And it just perfectly finds the angle inside the far post, and it's 2-0. Here's Twinkle, Akonikun, Snicky. Ben Brindley finds Spaps on the right-hand side. That's back to Frack, back to Spaps, inside for Ben Brindley. Frack on the right-hand side. Twinkle, good touch. Ben Brindley, oh, he should have turned and shot, mate. Twinkle, myself. Brindley is offsides. Here's Frack. Brindley's been booked. The Akonikun over the top. Lavery. Ferguson. Goes long. Finds long. Down for Gallagher. And now the run might be on. I've made a great tackle. Spaps will come up with it. Back to me, Twinkle. Brindley in the space. Brindley on the turn. Finds Snicky. Cuts back around to their left-hand side for Akonikun. Shima's cutting inside now. Shima's looking for me. On the turn, a ball looping over the top on the right-hand side. Spaps knocks it down. Spaps, Frack, back to Spaps. Did he stay on? Yes, he did. Back to Frack. Frack goes for the cross. It's knocked away. Parks. That takes a deflection. That's going to be a corner. Bad. That's bad. That's a foul, but that's bad. Corner whipped in. Akonikun comes down with it. Back for Spaps. Did he stay on? Yes, he did. Back for me. Parks. Snicky. Parks meant over the top for Akonikun. The whistle goes for offsides, but he couldn't catch up with it anyway, so it would have been a goal kick either way. Now here's McGukin. Roberts. Nicholas. Yates. McGukin. Long. Right into the hands of Brat. What the hell was that? We need to make sure. What was this? We need to make sure there's enough players back for when we have attacking set piece to avoid being swamped on a break. I think we're fine, mate. Here's Snicky. Frack. Twinkle. Myself. Twinkle. Frack. Finds Spaps. Spaps. The cross. Snicky! 28th of the season for Snicky. That's 28 and 32. Lovely ball between the two defenders. Right, here's Long. That's blocked. That's out for a corner. Here's Gallagher to take the corner for Lancaster. Whipped in. Headed up by Snicky. Long tries to put it back in, but it's way over. And it'll go out for a goal kick. Right. Roberts. Whipped in back post. Frack. Good header away. Spaps comes down with it. We might get the trophy lift, by the way, at the end of this game. Since we're at home. I'm curious to see how many fans we did get since we're at home. The stand looks like half packed, so I'm expecting maybe 180. Long taken off his foot by Spaps over to Frack. Frack trying to run with it. Back inside for Ben Brindley finds Snicky. Snicky over the top. It's a good save. Sheamus whips this in to nobody. Yo, what's up, David? Akonikun. Back to Twinkle. Sheamus, did he stay on side? Yes, he did. Me. Have a crack. Long range. That takes a deflection. And it's out for a corner. What's going on, David? I hope you're well, man. How are you? How you doing, man? By the way, Mossman, if you're still here, you are still here. Well, I don't even know if not, but I found your name in chat, so let me do this. Because you deserve it. There we go. Right. Flags up, offsides on Frack. What's going on, David? Go to bed, mate. Things are doing football. Oh, you know what? I had asked in your Discord, and I know it's too late. I probably don't see the answer from everybody. But if there's going to be anybody interested in watching the women's Euros, which I think start this week. I think the women's Euros start this week. So, ooh, that's just why. Right. Yeah, Wednesday is the first game. Iceland, Finland. Switzerland, Norway is also on Wednesday. So, definitely doing some watch along. Nice. Nice. Even, yeah. Sheamus with the corner. Added away. Konikun back for Sheamus. Crosses in. Smash back post. Can't get to it. I've run it down. 3 minutes of added time at the end of the first half here. Here's Twinkle. Twinkle's been booked. I didn't know that. Konikun goes for long range. Great save from Lavery. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm ready for that tournament. Sheamus. Frack. Go. Oh, I thought that was going to fall for Ben. Ben Brindley is playing his last professional game for us. He is retiring, and he has scored literally in the second minute. And then Yates put it in his own net in the 17th, Snicky in the 34th. It is 3-0 for us at the break. They've had one shot on target, too, all game. Oh, Minnesota's keeper got hurt. Spiel got hurt. I didn't even know that. On the play, Forsberg scored the goal. Just a great finish from Yeboah. Minnesota are good this year, man. I actually think they're going to win the U.S. Open Cup this year. I think Minnesota have a really good chance of winning the U.S. Open Cup. I know you told me to go to bed, but MLS is on, and I need a football fix. That's fair. What game have you put on? Because Minnesota Red Bulls has been solid so far. I mean, it's not anything like world beating, but it's been a decent game of football. Cincy, they're leading 1-0, aren't they? Over Orlando, right? I mean, I don't like Cincy. They are, yeah. I don't like Cincy, but fuck, man, I hate Orlando. Go on, Snicky. Snicky's got 29. It's an intense game. Both teams are really good. And Orlando is usually extremely dirty. So that doesn't surprise me. They were really dirty the last 2 to 3 years they've come to the Subaru Park. They've been very dirty both years, or I should say the last 3 times they've come. So yeah, it's they usually make the game very physical and scrappy because they play so dirty, and since he's very good, so yeah, I can imagine it's really intense. I know you've seen them in chats, but Pixelated Suits is a Red Bulls fan, and Bizarre Brigade is a Minnesota fan. So I thought, listen, we got to put that game on. It hasn't disappointed though, to be fair. That game's been good. I mean, the other options were like Nashville, DC. That's going to be ass. You know, Toronto game probably going to be. I'm not surprised Pix is a New York Red Bulls fan. Yeah. Well, he's from upstate New Jersey, so that or North Jersey, so that kind of makes sense. Here's a Konikun. One last free kick at him. Oh, Lavery saves it. So Roberts, good cut back inside from him. Looking to maybe finish this. Finds the Yates on the left-hand side. Here comes the cross. Gallagher might get there. Brott has got it the whole way. So here's Parks. Jack. Twinkle. Parks. Sheamus. Snicky. Loses the touch. Gallagher. Nicholas. He's in on goal. He scores. Good finish from Nicholas. Brott was a little slow to move to try and correct himself from that, but can't wait for Galaxy to lose another tonight. I am actually going to stay up to watch the 10:30 games, I think, again. Yeah, he was on. Jack kept them on, if anything. So 4-1. There's the 8:30 kickoffs. They're getting underway. Spaps fouled by Long. I'm debating staying up or setting an alarm. Really? You should probably go to bed for the 10:30 games. That's like 4:30 a.m. your time. Just get some sleep. Catch the replay. Sheamus, Snicky, let's go. We got it back. Snicky's got a hat trick, and they've got 30 goals on the season. I think the 60-minute sleep would be good. Man, we got to get you more sleep. The big game is tomorrow, though, David. The big game's tomorrow at midnight your time. Yeah, I know. I know, yeah. Good cutout from Parks. I think we're going to swap a Kunikun out here. I don't. Oh, yeah. You know what? We're going to do it again. Snicky's going to slide back. Simon Roger Mukendi will come on. I think we're going to lose because we are going to be missing Quinn Sullivan, Kevin Sullivan, Nathan Harriel to international duty. I think we don't have Olivier Mbaizo because of international duty. We're going to be without Ty Baribo and Mikel Ua due to injury. So we're going to be without, like, literally. Well, Kevin's not a starter, but Starter-wise, we're missing like 6. How good is Columbus this year? I think they're 4th in the East, so they're decent. They're a decent team. So that is Thunder rolling into the area. We were only supposed to get rain. Let me see what the radar says, because it looked like the Thunder was going to stay north and the rain was going to come south. The Thunder is north of the town right now. Oh, right, big game. Yeah, yeah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see if we do well. We might. Come on, map. Show me the future. It, according to the radar, the Thunder and Lightning is still going to remain north of the town. Okay. If that's the case, I'm okay with it. Right, here's O'Malley over the top. Oh my God, Parks. You let him go right by you. Twinkles. That's offsides anyway. Right, Twinkle's booked. I think he's coming off for Sam Wellman, who will come on. They had 2 hours of lightning delay in this. I know, yeah. The Chelsea Benfica game. Yeah. Honey Badger actually rated us, and he was doing a watch along of it, but he's like, dude, it's been 3 hours. We've played like 60 minutes or 70 minutes or something like that. So, and some people are like, oh, well, they should play it in a place that doesn't thunderstorm, and I'm like, dude, any temperate fucking climate is going to have thunderstorms. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to tell people. Like, it's very normal for thunderstorms. He's offsides, ref. It's very normal for thunderstorms to exist in the summer. Like, that's kind of the time that you get them. You know? I don't know. That just seems like such a stupid comment to me. We're gonna make Perver the last sub. Oh, myself! Oh. Like, welcome to summer in the Atlantic. Welcome literally from... It got called off after 86 minutes. Yeah, in the 95th. Oh. Like, welcome to like literally May through September, end of September, October in the Atlantic. Like, I don't know what else to say. Because of a red card. Who got turned over? Benfica? Finished 4-1 to... Yeah, okay. Here's Sheamus. Oh, that's a Ben Brindley. Ah. That's out for a throw. Yeah. I'm like, the U.S. isn't the only place that gets thunderstorms. You know what I mean? 3 and 7 minutes or something? Oh, wow. Sheamus was offsides. So. Right. Nicholas, the goal scorer, he's going for a goal. That's going to hit the brick wall behind. Roberts now being pressed. Roberts. Sheamus, Sheamus got hurt last game of the season? No way. I'm out of subs too? No way. He hasn't come off. He stayed on, but he's at 49% fitness. Like, good Lord. Anyway, football's back, so I'll pop alert. Good luck, good luck, good luck. Thank you. This is our last game of the season, so we're doing we're prepping for the World Cup watch along after this one. But thank you for the alert, David. Enjoy the game, man. Oh, he should have finished that. Oh, wow. Red Bulls had a great chance there, like 30 seconds into the half. Right. McGukin Yates, Prescott. This is going to be the final action. Prescott off sides, and that should do it. Get the snip tool ready. The final whistle goes. No trophy lift? I think we already had it, to be fair. We might have had it on the previous stream, and it's been so long I can't remember. But for the final time this season, David Isley. Let's see the results elsewhere around the grounds and get you a final league table here. I thought that was a foul. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. He went right through the back of him. Right. Right. Scott Pinks has got to be disappointed with the season. The Red Bulls, like, Forsberg looks good for them, but they genuinely without him look very uninspired offensively. Defensively, they just look completely a mess. I mean, they don't concede a lot every game, but they do look like they can't hold on to a clean sheet to save their lives. They should have held on to the lead in Toronto. Toronto's not good, but they didn't. So, right. FC Isle of Man hosting Squires Gate. Hunter's 89th minute goal for FC Isle of Man is the only score of the occasion. That finishes 1-0. FC Isle of Man will jump in Central into 7th. And Squires Gate will remain in 10th. Ramsbottom United hosting Main Road. What a slugfest that was. Garcia in the opening minute for Main Road before Donald in the 21st leveled it for Ramsbottom United. I'm sorry, it was Garcia in the first minute for Main Road, then Jones in the 14th to make it 2-0 for Main Road before Donald got one back in the 21st minute. Garcia scored again in the 38th, 3-0 at the break, or 3-1 at the break they would go. Jones then scored in the opening minute of the second half to make it 4-1 Main Road, but they couldn't hold on. Carroll in the 63rd, Berry in the 67th pulled to within one. Carroll then leveled in the final minute of normal time to make it 4-4, and Zwick 2 minutes later in added time at the end of the second half meant that from 4-1 down, Ramsbottom United have come from behind to win. It secures them a playoff place. They are locked in no matter what. Mossley are locked in no matter what, and Cross Hills are going to miss the playoffs, potentially only by 1 point when all is said and done. But the playoffs are now set. Bradley will host right. The camera went out. Even the camera went out. Wow. Sorry, for those of you on the recording, that's crazy. There we go. We're back. Okay. Continuing on with the recording, at least. Yeah, from 4-1 down, Ramsbottom United will come up as 5-4 winners. So there you go. We're going to continue on and finish this episode. Here is there is no post-match press conference. So winner takes five. About yes, that's true. I mean, has 74 appearances. He's going to retire in June. Is he a club legend? He is not, but fair enough. He's had a great career. We're going to save the game, and that's going to be the end of the episode. Thank you so much for watching. This was CLG FC episode 245 on the YouTube. Until the next episode, 245.1. Thank you for watching. Take care.